A top tier man is an average woman. That is the reason why men can be shallow and have all these high expectations for women, but women got to sit here and pick a man that's medium ugly in hopes that he has money, because men are not the full package. Men wouldn't be able to sit here and have all these crazy high standards for women unless women were actually hitting the standard. That's the reason why they are able to do this, because there are women out here that are working, going 50-50, raising multiple children, keeping their looks in order, being submissive. There are women out here doing all of that shit. But as women, you gotta think and pick, okay, do I want him to be attractive? Okay, well, if he's attractive, in most cases, he's going to be broke. Okay, well, do I want him to have money? Because then if he has money, he's probably going to be unattractive. Women always have to barter something in order to deal with a man. This is why a lot of women just opt out, like myself. I've opted out of dealing with men because I am sick of making sacrifices for things because they cannot step up to the fucking plate to be a full, well-rounded individual. And I got to the point where I was just so tired of it. Why do I have to be snatched? Why do I have to have enough money? Why do I have to be the one to push out babies? Why do I have to be the one expected to go 50-50? Why do I have to be the person that has to be submissive? Why do I have to do all these things and only men, it's only expected of them to fucking work a job? This is why more women need to choose to be single, because it's not fair. The reason why women get so frustrated by this shit is because you're still choosing them when they're inadequate. Women are still choosing men when they're inadequate. What will give men the will to change when women are still deciding to deal with men and having a barter just to deal with one? Men are not doing that. Men are not fucking doing that. Men will get to the point where they need a wife, where they finally decide to say, you know what, I'm going to get married. Men want to have their cake and eat it too, and women need to have the same fucking energy. Men don't care about dating multiple women and not having just one woman, because at the end of the day, men want it all. Women rather get a morsel of something instead of just walking away and saying, you want to know what? If I can't have it all, I just don't fucking want it. Women have no problem negotiating their standards. Men don't. Men do not negotiate their standards. Only women decide to negotiate their standards. Then they get mad. Then they get upset when the man cannot fulfill the standards that she is already meeting, because it's never gonna fucking work. Women refuse to put men in a situation where you will leave them alone because they're not being the perfect person for you. That's the reason why men keep telling y'all, you're gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle. They're telling y'all that they're not going to fucking change for you. They're telling y'all, we're going to be bare minimum people. Take it or leave it. And y'all will still take it. And then women will get mad about what they're being given when you decided to take that. You decided to take somebody that was unattractive and emotionally unintelligent, and all because he had money. Now you're complaining about the fact that he's not vulnerable. Now you're complaining about the fact that he's not being empathetic. It's easier to be single. Men will be forced to step up to the plate when women stop bargaining with men's inadequacies, because they're not doing that with women. They will see a woman that they see as beautiful and they'll be like, no, she talks back too goddamn much. Beauty goes out the window. They say it all the time. Your beauty don't mean anything if you can't bring peace. They will pass over a beautiful woman easily, even if she is inadequate in one fucking thing. Only women will deal with a man when he is inadequate. Stop. Women need to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, it's not about what's fair. It's about you having standards that are non-fucking negotiable and being okay with being single until, or even if not, you're okay with being single for the rest of your life because they're not going to reach your standards. Men, when they don't have access to women, is usually when they decide that they're going to make changes. Stop giving mediocre men access. That's it. That's all.